Hi, my name is Kristin Shi, and I would like to do my project on Frida Kahlo, her influence, her paintings, and her husband. Frida Kahlo is a Mexican painter. She represents the resilience and strength of women. She painted mostly self-portraits, which show her courageous approach to themes of bisexual identity, her chronic pain, and her difficult relationships. Frida's painting, The Frame, is the first work by a 20th century Mexican artist to be purchased by an internationally renowned museum. In 1939, the Louvre bought the frame, making Frida the first 20th century Mexican artist to sell to an international museum. This is a self-portrait showing Frida's failed back surgeries and chronic pain. The dead leaves and brown trees behind her represent her isolation and loneliness. The arrows show her constant and unbearable pain. Frida died in 1954, but her work was rediscovered in the late 1970s, and she became an icon. Her art still inspires artists today. The Mexican peso has Frida's image and Diego's image, Diego Rivera, Frida's husband. This bill is unique because it shows two portraits. This bill was released to mark the centennial of the Mexican Revolution. Diego Rivera was a famous Mexican painter who helped establish the Mexican mural movement in Mexico. He believed art should be seen and enjoyed by all people. His murals told stories of the poor and the struggles of the people in Mexico. He was important to Hispanic culture because he was a leader of the Mexican mural movement and a champion of Mexican art and identity. His work celebrated Mexican history and culture, and he used his art to advocate for social change. This is a section of one of his murals that was on the previous slide called The History of Mexico. This section is called Conquest to 1930, and it's a telling or representing history, which is one part of the 19th century invasion of Mexico by France and the United States. This part is Mexico today and tomorrow, which shows the entire history of Mexico from the conquest through the Mexican Revolution, down to the ugly present. It's a more political, contemporary class conflict between industrial capitalism and workers. After Frida Kahlo died, Diego Rivera formed a trust to turn her house, the famous Casa Azul, which means blue house, into a museum to commemorate his love for her. I put a virtual visit at the top for you, so you can just click. And you will see it'll bring you right to the museum, and I will just go through a few rooms for you very quickly. So you can see some of it was her house, which turned into this beautiful museum. which has some of her paintings and her bedrooms and her yard. Looks very, very nice. And her surroundings. Thank you so much. I've enjoyed working on this, and I hope you enjoyed it too. All right. Bye.